Hello there.
Look, all these stars. It's such a nice evening.
Right. Where am I trying to go again?
Oh, I'd forgotten about the warm bed.
I shouldn't have come over here. I think.
Bad idea. That takes care of that. What's on your mind? Here's everything I have.
Staff of fireballs. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Let's get going then.
Okay, it's supposed to be. Up from the serpent. Oh! I should have put on a mod. You can use a boat. That would have made this a bit more immersive. Oh my god. There it is. Right.
My, it's quite a lovely day. The divine must be smiling on us.
Swimming.
Tell you I spent half a year in a dungeon. It took 3 companions to haul me in. don't know what for, but I reckon they had good cause.
Okay, we got the keeper back there. Right. Where's Ambriel? Black cold creeping up your arm. Oh my god! Damn, you're doing a really good job of blocking the way, aren't you? Alright. I'm gonna come out of there. Alright. Oh, Gore's not here.
It's been snowing for quite a
Winter
while.
home.
I'll be
It's
glad
now a
when
little
we're
more than a shell of its former self due to the great collapse.
Ah, here you are, Gore.
One thing everyone can agree on. This war is bad for
The
business.
guards in the cities talk too much. I talk too much too. But at least I've got something to say.
Hawk yeah! Hawk yeah!
All right, then.
Hawk yeah! 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 Hawk yeah!
There you are. When I saw you step out of that door in Dragon Bridge, well, admittedly, I didn't believe we'd ever meet again. But now, you're looking even worse than you
Yeah.
did in that village.
Hilarious.
Tell
isn't it?
me, how did you do?
Found this stone.
Let me see. Yes, it would fit the socket perfectly, but I'm afraid without the proper magical abilities, it won't be too easy to join the stone and socket. Do you have a plan to free your soul from that beast's claws?
Not really.
So that White Claw thing, it was a failure? I, for one, cannot see how that stone is supposed to get us any further. While you were away, I did ask my order for advice. It was like always, you know. First, they let you wait for hours. Then they hardly take you seriously, just to diagnose a faulty enchantment. A faulty enchantment! You know I felt it. Stendar have mercy, that damn thing. I saw a black door, an inexplicable strong wind. I passed out, just like you. Why are these bookworms always the ones to deliver the important judgments? I can already feel Vermina outstretching her hands for me. Listen to me. There is another person I could consult.
Yeah?
Exactly. It won't be easy, but I think he can be convinced. My former mentor. He left the Order 20 years ago. In his eyes, the Circle was not acting radically enough against the Daedra. If it had been up to him, the Order would have turned against any Daedra worship, demolished the shrines, and burned the cultists to death. Let me mark his last known residence on your map. You must meet me there. I'm afraid this is our only choice.
We Greymanes got just as much to be proud of as them battle bonds. But you want the Skyforge?
Oh,
Skyforge steel is all the companions will use, for good reason.
can't buy? Oh my god. And you can't upgrade. I suppose it is 8:23. Frost. Magica.
We've stopped. What's wrong?
Got some armor for you.
Figured you wouldn't be able to carry all of that on your own. Right behind you.
Right.
I've picked up other swords in my travels. I ain't stupid. Won't use old rusty if I don't have to. Can't sell it, can't seem to throw it away. Don't get me confused with that idiot Morris though. I haven't slept with the damn thing.
Alright. From Embriel's quest.
It's not bad to be outside. The fresh air makes me feel good.
Finally. Do I look like one of these Nords that can be left waiting in the cold for days? Well, here we are. He's living up there in the old lighthouse. You know, it's more than 20 years ago that I last saw Zarador. He was excitable back then. Well, a typical high elf, you know. I suggest you contain yourself and let me do the talking. That lighthouse over there. I never understood why he settled down here after his escape from the Order. But the company of men never did do him any good.
Do you feel that? Somebody is cooking here.
What? What is your business here, Harless? What are you doing here? Who is this stranger? You. Go away. Leave my house immediately.
Please calm down, Zarador. You really haven't changed a bit.
Get out!
I beg you to wait and listen. We just want to have a short word with you. See? I even brought the canis root I forgot the last time we met.
Don't make a fool out of yourself. That's 20 years ago now. Now get lost!
Zarador, won't you at least listen to us for a short moment? This stranger here has made his way from Leowyn to meet a former member of the Circle.
Exhausting.
It's just like back then, when you got your mind set on something. Leowyn, you say? A gorgeous city. If only I could once again smell the scent of the...
Linda is supposed to be an elk.
flower I used to love. 5-year-old boy.
Hail, companion.
So what's the matter?
Well, this stranger here,
Yes?
nota bene, the Dragonborn,
Certainly.
has found this amulet and the matching stone.
Oh.
A knight serves.
Oh, I knew it.
Be that as it may, this amulet seems to emit a certain, probably Daedric viciousness. I found my friend a few days ago unconscious. I'm sure that it is all connected to this amulet. If you would just cast a short glance at the fragments, I'm confident this would clarify things for us.
I've heard of this piece of jewelry. Let me see. Yes. Oh, yes, it bears the same symbols it should. Up there, is that a Daedric O? No, that looks more like a P to me. I think the inscription reads something like, Count Shadow of Meresis, bound to eternally serve Bar Karur. Very interesting.
Yes, Shadow of Meresis. I had that deciphered too, but instead of Bark Karur...
I bet you got the Baof, the first two symbols mixed up with the Parons again. Bar Karur, that would be... No, that would be the almost forgotten name of Molech Bal, the Daedric Prince of Slavery and Discord.
Meresis. Wasn't that the early name of the region west of Solitude?
Yes, that is correct. I'm afraid what we have here is the Amulet of Meresis. Incredible. Legend to this amulet is as follows. I assume that you've heard that more than 200 years ago, the border between this world, Mundus, and the world of Oblivion, the Daedra Plains, was fragile and thin like never before. This era is generally referred to as the Oblivion Crisis, because the Daedric Prince of Destruction, Merus Dagon, used that thin border to dare an invasion on Tamriel. Times must have been exciting, just perfect to contact the Daedra. It is said that Molech Bal spoke to Count Karis in his dreams. He offered him the occasion of immortality in this life, achieved by an invocation on an amulet to trap his soul. But Molech Bal, the Prince of Slavery and Discord, giving a present to mortals, the Count had been betrayed. The broken fragments henceforth served the Daedric Prince as a tool to enslave mortals, to draw their souls into the realm of Oblivion. Having a look at you, I can tell that you don't look so healthy either.
But there must be a possibility to avoid that.
A Daedric artifact. Tricky. No, impossible. The amulet is broken. In this state, it is impossible to break the charm.
So, I guess the shell must be joined.
You're joking. That wouldn't just be complicated, but utterly risky.
But if it's the only way...
But if it's the only way, well, we would need a soul gem, or the container in which the soul that was used to enchant this amulet was trapped. However, where could we possibly find something like that? Well, I ask myself if it would make sense to search in an old Jarl dynasty manor. It seems like no one set a foot in the castle for more than 200 years, so there might be a connection to the amulet. I hear that a gruesome shadow is walking abroad there. Well, in the end it is your decision to make. All that amulet stuff is none of my business anyway. And I think it is time for you to go.
I understand. Thank you for your time. I'm afraid you have to go into the castle alone. I can hardly stand on my feet since last night. I had that same dream again. Thank you.
All right.
What troubles you, darling? Okay, but remember, I am a princess, not a pack horse. Until next time.
We ought to find some shelter until this passes.
I'm hungry. Maybe today I'll try something new.
It's so cold.
Buried under an avalanche.
Quite chilly, is it not? Always a pleasure.
Right. There.